What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am, and welcome back to Scrub News, the number 12 biggest internet news show in Ukraine. Yeah, that's right, guys. We're really moving up the charts. That being said, I've got all the news and drama y'all need to know for the day. A couple of the biggest stories include Jake Paul getting sued, Tyler Oakley quitting YouTube, Bryce Hall getting a strike for cyberbullying FaZe Jarvis, and a streamer literally saving a lost confused grandma. That being said, let's get into the video. How much money you would think that is illegal? I'm getting quiet now. Lay low when you're rich, so I'm wiping down. Making out, stack the bread, cause you love the sound. Just Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Scrub News is all about the action, and ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Jake Paul is gonna be getting some action up in the courtroom. Yeah, that's right. Jake Paul sued by a man claiming he was beaten up at a boxing after party. Honestly, I really would not be surprised if this was true, dude. After he knocked out Nate Robinson, it seems like Jake Paul has been on a tear of thinking that, like, no rules apply to him. Calling Conor McGregor's wife a whore, you know, beating up people up at an after party. What's the difference? Regardless, Santos, the guy, claims that he was attacked, punched, and kicked in the body repeatedly, leaving him bruised and battered. The beatdown allegedly occurred as Paul was kicking people out of his celebratory gathering, and documents obtained by TMZ state that Dos Santos suffered a dislocated shoulder, a fractured cheek, bruises to his forehead and eyes, and even cuts to his face as a result of the assault. So, homie has definitely, you know, gotten the rough end of the stick in this certain situation. I'm not really sure if Jake Paul was involved. It says in the article that he has not been accused of taking part in the violence. However, because the people that were violent worked for Jake Paul, I guess he technically is now legally responsible. So he's got that lawsuit coming at him, dude. On the bright side, it looking like he might be getting $50 million to fight Conor McGregor soon. So there's that. He could use some of that money to settle this lawsuit. Realistically, dude, moral of the story is just never beat people bloody to kick them out of your party. It's probably not a good move. I will say, Jake Joe, you're supposed to keep it in the ring. Like, you're not supposed to beat people up outside of it. Our next story involves one of the most OG YouTubers on the platform, Mr. Tyler Oakley. I know it's been a very long time since he's been relevant, okay, but he's been in every YouTube Rewind, and I have a soft spot for irrelevant YouTubers considering I am one. Tyler Oakley taking YouTube hiatus after 12 years of regular uploads. Honestly, dude, I don't even know how you could quit something after doing it for 12 years. The idea of, like, doing something other than making videos just confuses my brain. I really don't even know what I would do. And I don't mean that in, like, a cool way, dude. That's pretty lame of me, but honestly, I just feel like that's gotta be a big life change to give up your job after 12 years. Oakley announced his hiatus in a video on December 15th titled "See You Later," where he cited frustrations with having to cancel projects and the 2020 health crisis as a major player in his choice to step back. And that's not all, though. The influencer also stated he's shifting his focus to some upcoming projects, which he is excited to share with viewers when the time comes. Now I'm going to be focusing on some other stuff, which I'm really excited about, and I'm really ready to develop out and make it stuff into some fun new little things. Obviously, best of luck to Tyler Oakley, bro. He really is one of the OGs of YouTube. I remember he was like one of the first YouTubers my mom ever heard of. I have a very specific memory of that for some reason. So, best of luck to you, man. It's been a weird year. We got Mako yesterday, Tyler Oakley now, all these YouTubers just being like, hey, enough's enough, I'm not really vibing with it no more. Next, we're gonna be moving to the most garbage platform on the internet, twitch.tv, poo-poo stinky simp platform. Some good news coming out of it. Forsen, the Twitch streamer, that was banned with absolutely no warning, is finally gonna be unbanned soon. Forsen is finally being unbanned on Twitch. For those of you who are out of the loop, Forsen is this huge streamer that was just kind of banned for using a little bit of an inappropriate GIF on his stream, which is understandable. However, Twitch kind of just like indefinitely banned him and wouldn't really communicate too much. Forsen was first banned back on November 26th after he accidentally showed a highly inappropriate GIF of a horse and a woman that went against Twitch's TOS. According to the streamer, the ban was indefinite, which meant the duration of his ban was undetermined. Under most situations, accidentally showing such a GIF would result in a short suspension, but due to For's past misconduct, Twitch seemed to decide that he would be banned for longer. longer. Listen, dude, what people do with their horses is their business. Obviously, that's a giant joke. Yeah, I understand that Twitch had to ban you when you play a video of a horse making sweet, sweet love to a woman like BoJack Horseman. You're gonna get a ban on Twitch. It's just disgusting, dude. Like, that's not sweet. That's not cute. Nobody actually wants to see that. It's pretty disgusting. And that being said, Twitch definitely gives people slaps on the wrist for stuff way worse than this all the time. So the fact that they banned him indefinitely was insane. But I guess it is good that he's going to be getting his channel back. I'm sure he's relieved. But speaking of Twitch, that actually is not the only thing they're in the news for today, ladies and gentlemen, because they've officially said that they're going to be banning the word simp. Yeah, that's right. Twitch bans simp. Good luck to moderators. I guess Twitch has decided that you can no longer call people virgin, loser, simp, like anything like that in chats. Otherwise, you know, it's just going against conduct. And that really blows my mind. I feel like simp obviously is just a funny insult. Like, yeah, it's overused. Have a lot of kids gotten a hold of it and just started saying it way too much? Absolutely. And that being said, you're just gonna ban the word simp on Twitch? Oh my god, dude. How much money do they have to be making from 70-year-old men in their mom's basement? That's probably a little too old. 30-year-old men in their mom's basement just plugging away with their grandma's credit card to, like, ban the word simp. You're really gonna stick up for the 27-year-old neckbeard dumping his mom's stimulus check into Pokemon's bank account, dog? This isn't a knock on the female streamers at all. Obviously, man, I don't blame them. Get your bag. It's just hilarious that Twitch is gonna ban the word simp because they're like, oh no, all those losers on the internet really help us make our money, so we don't want to make them upset. Oogity boogity. Just another reason Twitch is inferior to YouTube, if you wanted another reason. Our next story involves people cyberbullying on YouTube, which y'all know I'm an expert on. However, this time it's Bryce Hall who actually got a strike for cyberbullying a FaZe member. Bryce Hall hit with YouTube strike after cyberbullying FaZe Jarvis. Yeah, about a week ago I made some videos about how FaZe Jarvis leaked Addison Rae's number, and in response, Bryce Hall decided that he was gonna leak FaZe Jarvis's number in its own video. Obviously, that's kind of a no-no on the YouTube platform, and he ended up getting a strike for it, which I'm not gonna lie, he probably should have seen coming, regardless of whether or not it was deserved. YouTube really just, like, can't let YouTubers make videos showing off other YouTubers' phone numbers and do nothing about it, dog. Here is the tweet. He said, "My channel got a strike on YouTube, can't post for a week, thus pushing back Vlogmas, working on it now." And honestly, I don't think he really regrets it, but I will say YouTube had to do what they had to do. I saw some people frustrated about this, but, like, realistically, YouTube had to do that. They can't just let, like, a giant creator expose another giant creator's personal information and do nothing, because that's just a very bad precedent. Either way, I'm sure he'll get the strike revoked anyways. It's not like it matters. All those TikTok kids, seriously, it just doesn't seem like any rules are applied to them. Moving back to some YouTube drama, dude. We talked about Jake Paul at the start, and we're gonna be switching over to the other Paul brother, Logan, now. Logan Paul slams dumb brother Jake's Conor McGregor boxing challenge. I don't think that Logan has any room to be talking about Jake Paul making stupid challenges, considering he's going to be fighting Floyd Mayweather himself. But that being said, I guess it doesn't stop his brother from, like, flaming him on his podcast. That's pretty dirty, bro. Come on. You can't diss your own brother on your podcast when he's not there to defend himself, G. It seems Logan believes Jake's decision is far riskier when talking about his decision to fight Floyd Mayweather, slamming the challenge in the latest episode of Impulsive along with his co-host. Logan described Jake as effing dumb, adding that Conor's record of knocking out his opponents is terrifying. He even recalled, "When we were younger, Jake told me he wanted to be a villain in movies. He said, I think I have a good villain laugh, and he just made the movie his life." Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty good comparison of Jake Paul, dude. He kind of just is like the super villain of YouTube. He's the WWE villain of the internet. And I'm not gonna lie, the idea of him fighting Conor McGregor is very entertaining, because no matter who gets knocked out, I'm gonna be laughing and enjoying it. Listen, if Conor McGregor gets knocked out by a YouTuber, oh my god, that's funny. And if Jake Paul gets knocked out, oh my god, that's funny. I just feel like if Logan Paul is gonna be calling anyone stupid for making bad fighting decisions, it definitely shouldn't be his brother, considering he's the genius that has decided that fighting Floyd Mayweather Jr., who has literally never lost a fight, is a good idea. I think both the Paul brothers have just reached this level of delusion where they unironically think that, like, they're going to be fine beating up these boxers and they're gonna win. Neither one of them realized that, Logan, you lost to KSI and Jake Paul Hall has only fought like out of shape YouTubers and Nate Robinson. Y'all really went from like the bottom of YouTube, you know, and I love YouTube, but let's be realistic here. You lost against KSI, Logan, to Floyd Mayweather. You skipped a couple steps. That's just my opinion, though. I feel like it's kind of dumb to call anyone's decision stupid when you're the one making the dumb decisions. Our next story, also happening to be our last one, involves a streamer who's an absolute legend. Streamer saves confused grandma lost in Japan. I have a very soft spot in my heart for old people, dude. My Oma was like my absolute favorite woman ever on the planet, so anytime there's like an old lady in danger and somebody takes the time to take care of them, it's very sweet. Regardless, a streamer ended up finding this lady roaming around his neighborhood in the middle of the night, and she was lost. The woman had no idea where she was, what street she was on, or even the neighborhood. She also admitted to being very confused, but that didn't stop Nanpa, the streamer, from guiding her to a nearby convenience store. After a short walk with the woman moving at a snail's pace, the two made their way to a 7-Eleven and asked a clerk to call the police. I just wanted to point this out, dude. When people are good people, you gotta give them their credit. Most people probably would have just kept riding their bike, not really caring, but you know, seeing a confused old lady taking your time to stop and do something about it, that's admirable, okay? I can't even cap. I gotta give you some credit for that. What am I supposed to do? Flame him for helping an old lady? Oh, what an idiot, dude. Oh, do you like old people? Oh, what's wrong with you? Anyways, our last little section, we're going to be moving to the stock market for a bit. Stocks relatively flat today, dude. Some were up like 0.3%, some were down 0.3%. It wasn't a lot of movement one way or the other. That being said, some important updates. It looks like the Federal Reserve is going to be raising its economic outlook next year. Pretty cool, I guess, if you're a fan of the stock market. And beyond that, they also confirmed that they're going to keep providing $120 billion a month to be buying, treasuries, which should help stocks continue to rise as well. And Google is now getting sued by Texas and 9 other states, just making it a little bit harder for technology companies to get it popping this year. You know, they're getting sued left, right, and center, literally all of them anymore, and I think they might just start getting paper cuts from the amount of papers they're gonna have to flip through in these lawsuits. Anyways, guys, I think that's gonna do it for Scrub News. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button. If y'all like this series, that's the way to keep it going. You guys have really enjoyed it so far, so I'm gonna keep doing it as long as it keeps getting the likes. Comment down below what you think of any of these news stories. It would be very appreciated. If you want to take the time to do the timestamps, I'll pin your comment down below. And yeah, other than that, I do have a podcast called the Scuffed Cast. I released a new episode yesterday. Feel free to check that out. And if you're interested in the intro song, it actually came out today on Spotify. Link will be in the description. If y'all want to support me and check it out, I'd appreciate it. If we could get like some good first day numbers, it would make me feel important, and that's what life is really about. And if you're in the mood for merch, I do have the Christmas Karen merch, which can also be found down below. And last but certainly not least, if you become a member here on the Scrubae channel, you get a shout out at the end of each and every single video and a verified check mark next to your name down there in the comment section. So without further ado, big shout out to Moon, DJ Legend, Antog Rogue, Michael Savage, Way Too Psycho, Alex, Jackie Gold, QWERTY, Titanium, Tendons, Board, Philip, Coleman, Arrow, Logan, Typical Panda, Master, Aaron, TNT, Pepe, William, Christian, Ender, Mackenzie, Geo, Kyle, Jellybean, Sam, Brony, Wolfles, Potassium Prime, Benedicti, Mom, Man Madness, Brandon Groves, Slick Pickle, Kim, Dylan, Tiny Proxy, Zorik, Dashy Boy, Unreal Decoy, Sebastian Bees, Johnny Dude, Cosmic Ramen, Candy Rose, Fabulously Terrifying, Chandler Lewis, Ryuki, Sparky, and Why So Blurry. Thank you all so much for being members. It really does help out a bunch. And yeah, on that note, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.